Well, welcome back to DoItMyselfGarage. It's been well over a month since I did a video. My apologies. It's been busy, been cold. I didn't want to get out in the garage. I did post on my Facebook page the mess I have in the garage. I do need to get to that. In the meantime, I do have this beautiful pool room here, but at nighttime, it's pretty dark in here. As you can see, it's pretty bright out here during the day with the natural sunlight coming in. I've got a window up here and stuff, but these lights, there's only 7 of them, and there's only 1 bulb in each, and they're not the best. So I have tried putting just 100-watt bulbs in them, and that took a lot of power. So then I went down to the LEDs that are 100-watt equivalents, and it just is not keeping up. So what I'm going to do is I bought some double-ended fixtures so I can get 2 bulbs in each one. Hopefully I can figure out how to make them fit. I think I did the math right. We'll find out here in just a minute. So I'm going to take that fixture down. I already turned off the breaker. And then we're going to, like I said, take it down, put a double-ended fixture that I can get 2 bulbs in there and hopefully get a little bit brighter out here. I did have a meter that I put out here. I put it on the floor last night. You can download an app. It's just a lumens meter to measure light. And I was at 20, 19 and 20. I measured it a whole bunch of times. So that's after dark. So hopefully I can get all these done before it gets dark on me. So I have light out here to work, and then I can turn them on, and we'll see how much brighter it is out here. Pretty standard light for a moisture environment like this. It has a rubber seal. Just has this cage so if somebody breaks it. But mainly this whole thing holds that seal in there so it stays, waterproof. Moisture resistant at least. And it has a gasket around the wall as well. So anyways, you're gonna take these bolts out of here. I've already had this one out a couple days ago. Looking at it, doing some measuring. So I'm gonna take this one apart and then I'll bring you along and show you how I put the fixture part in there. So I pulled that off. The fixture's just held against the wall by 2 of these little guys right here. Just unscrew that and then the whole fixture will come off the wall. Then I'll have to disconnect the electrical wires. Again, the circuit breaker's already off. All right, so the light fixture is off of there. And as you can see, this one is held up by a clip here that is kind of clipped in the back here. My new fixture, I'm gonna have to probably make a hole here in the middle. So let's go ahead and get this out and then see what we need to do. So I just squeezed that clip, popped right out. Here's my new light fixture, and they came 2 to a pack. I'll put a link in the description for them. And I'm gonna have to drill a hole for this. It's gonna right here in the middle, and with any luck, my lights will fit if I measured right. As long as I put them dead center, I should be good. And then these covers are actually like a really hard plastic or glass. I think they're glass. And obviously these newer style bulbs don't get very hot. So that should not be a problem at all. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go drill the holes for these. Here's the hardware that came with. So this is the piece that goes through that threads into. This piece threads into. So let me go ahead and grab my drill and get that opened up and get this thing mounted. Alright, so I had to take the base plate off. These are not pre-wired. So I take where'd the other screw go? It's here somewhere. Oh, it's stuck to the drill. Okay, so I take the 2 screws out of the base plate here, and then your wires are inside. And take these 2 outside ones loose. And since I'm not going to plan on using these again, I'm just going to cut the wires off of these and use this wire. Now, if this was really, really old wire and I was concerned about it, I would not be reusing it. If there's any corrosion or anything like that, but pretty confident this wire is going to be just fine. These wires in here, and get this wired up. There's one. Now I just have to do this 6 more times. If anybody worried about how much power is going to be drawn, you know, most of these light sockets are rated for a 100-watt bulb. And obviously, these LEDs only take like 15, 20 watts at the max. Even if I put 2 of them, I'm only at 40 watts. So, not a problem at all with the circuit. So that's the awesome thing about LEDs. You can get a lot more out of them for the same amount of juice. They're very efficient. I'm going to cut that one. I don't like that. Looks a little corroded for some reason. And get a little bit longer lead here. You want that to go under that screw really, really well. I always twist it in the direction that the screw turns so it doesn't have a tendency to push it away. There we go. Nice and snug. Okay, and then that will that will come up out of the center. And it's easier said than done to get this back together. Obviously, if you're not comfortable doing this, feel free to hire an electrician to do this. But this is a really nice upgrade to lights. All right, so I already drilled the hole in here. Put this piece together, and I want it to be tight so it wasn't going to wiggle. So I get that down in there. There is this nut that goes on the back. Anyway. On the back side, get this nut on here. That's going to hold your whole fixture in place. I drilled the hole as small as I could and still be able to get the fixture through there. It's kind of just a nice insurance to know that it's going to be snug. It's not going to be moving around. There we go. Nice and snug, lined up. Now I can go ahead and get this put back up on the wall. The ground, I'm not sure I'm going to do the ground because that wasn't the ground wire. That was just to hold that. Depending on what fixture you're putting this into, you might have to use some of these other washers. What I did is I did go and double nut this. And I put the ground in between the nut so that grounds this whole, the whole fixture. And that's going to be my ground. And then I got these 2 wires running up. I'm going to hook those back up to black and white. And then we'll be good to go. Let me get this fixture back up there. I didn't show you there was some insulation here because this is on an outside wall. So I will have to poke a hole through this, poke all this through here, and all good. And we're ready to go back up. This is just fiberglass. It's not asbestos or nothing. All right, let's get this put back up on the wall. Hopefully this shows up pretty good on camera, but you can see how bright, like a daylight bulb. And those are the soft whites down there, or soft white, because it's only a single bulb. But that should be a lot brighter out here than that style. And obviously some of it's the bulb, but also I've got double bulbs now. So that should help quite a bit. Now just to repeat it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times. All right, there wasn't much else to show other than swapping those sockets out, but I got them all done. there were 7 sets, and so instead of having 7 60-watt equivalent bulbs, I've got 14 now. All right, so I finished this earlier this afternoon, but I waited till now to do the outro because I wanted it to be dark outside. And I wanted to show you the lux was 20. Now it's 36. So more than 50% increase in the amount of light in here, which is awesome. They just really light up a room or light up a bathroom if you're trying to light up something like that where you really want to see really well, like makeup mirrors, things like that. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. I do have some other lights I need to replace. I've got a couple spotlights up there I want to replace, make sure that they're not glass bulbs. And then I've got a bulb out in my ceiling fan up here. I might actually replace that ceiling fan. But anyway, I hope that encourages you guys. It was a fairly easy project to do. Just take your time. Again, if you're not sure, you know, find an electrician friend or something. It's not that expensive. I'll leave a link to the fixtures down below. I measured them to make sure they would fit, and they fit just fine with standard size bulbs. These are standard size LED bulbs though, as opposed to incandescents, and they're doing a beautiful job of lighting up this room now. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.